Breaking news about Kellyanne Conway. After suffering devastating attack, she needs immediate support. By Cat Stevens for Freedom Daily. The staff and advisors surrounding any president are going to have the same enemies that the president they serve has, and in the case of President Trump, there's no shortage. You know them, I know them. They come in and in the shape of social justice warriors, feminists, DACA recipients, tolerant, quote, Muslims, and of course any diehard Hillary fan who just can't forgive him for beating her at her own game. Each of these groups has a different justification for their unchecked rage, but one of the especially hypocritical ones are the Hillary supporters and feminists, many of whom overlap. They love to hate the POTUS and everyone who works for him, accusing him of being sexist. This is especially comical when their hatred sprays towards Kellyanne Conway, the glass-shattering, that's right, I said it, woman who was the first in history to lead a presidential campaign to victory. However, the liberals never tire of blaming her for everything from him winning to setting women back by breaking a record for women and helping Trump win. One such liberal who can't wait to see Conway removed from her advisory role, thereby hampering the president, is Walter Schaub. According to Politicus USA, he is the former director of the U.S. Office of Government Ethics, and according to him, Conway is violating the Hatch Act again by spending almost a quarter hour defending Roy Moore on Wednesday. Unbelievable, spending almost a quarter hour defending Roy Moore and attacking Doug Jones is still a Hatch Act violation, even if you play the word game of couching it as POTUS's view at Kellyanne polls and mocking those who try to hold you accountable, Schaub wrote on Twitter. In case you're wondering what horrible thing Kellyanne said that should cost her her job she worked so hard for, here's the clip in question. She's speaking on CNN about why the president decided to endorse Roy Moore despite the swirling accusations that follow him. Before we go on, it's worth noting that the Hatch Act it's something to keep certain political figures from pushing their own political agenda by making their views known. It's commonly thought of in reference to Secret Service who aren't allowed to be political when it comes to who they protect, and if they take the job, not even allowed to put their political views on a public forum. Yeah, well, how about a Barack Obama violating the Hatch Act when he was going to the polls for Clinton on the speaking tours there? Here are several more of Schaub's tweets outlining how he believes Conway is in violation of this code, culminating in a call for her immediate resignations. You can keep dreaming, Schaub. She's just going to be pardoned by President Trump, and there you have it. Done deal. Only shows the depths of your depraved disdain for the rule of law if the Hatch Act, and Obama's out there committing that with the Logan Act, and nobody says a word about it. I mean, this is frustrating to say the least. If the Hatch Act unit of the US OSC doesn't find you violated the law twice in the past month for this, we'll know for sure that the recent Trump appointee is purring lap cat installed by a corrupt presidential administration to dismantle the last vestiges of ethics in the executive branch. Really unbelievable. Spending almost a quarter hour, okay, only show, okay, your mockery of the Hatch Act enforcement today now proves that a written reprimand won't be enough to deter future misconduct. It's clear nothing short of your removal will stop the violations. On the upside, if that happens, you'll be able to tell everyone to go buy Ivanka's stuff, all you like as a private citizen, because the standards of conduct only apply to executive branch employees. But maybe you have some inside knowledge you care to share as to whether Special Counsel Henry Kerner is a loyal tabby who who has given assurances that embolden you to commit this repeat offense today. I've been secretly hoping he'd rise to the challenge and do the right thing, but is there something I don't know? Yeah, okay. Folks, this is the same Kellyanne Conway who reportedly said that having to comply with government ethics rules about disclosure is demoralizing. She is a product of the garbage ethics program, if you can call it an ethics program, run by professional ethics preventers, Stefan Passantino and his former assistant Jim Schultz. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, they don't call out anybody on the Democratic side. Why are they so mad about supporting more? Because that's why they don't want more to get in. Both our WPUSA and at Norm Eisen in the Bush and Obama White House would have fired these two cartoon villains after the first month, and of course Schultz only made it 10 months even in. This poor man's imitation of Caligula's palace, resigned from federal service. Boy, you know, like he's got nothing better to do. I mean, look at that. While the act that Schaub is hanging his accusations on is a very real thing and a very needful one, it's not exactly useful in this case. Conway, a presidential advisor, was asked to come on this show and explain the president's endorsement, which she did. She was then grilled about why he endorsed who he endorsed, which she did. Her opinions might line up with the president's, but that's not what she came to talk about. Her job is to serve at the pleasure of the president and have his back. Just because you don't agree with the president's political endorsements doesn't mean you can crucify everyone who dares speak them. Absolutely. And how about the criminal things that are going on to get more not elected, where they're making convicted felons sign up to vote against Roy Moore, like they're desperate, you know what I'm saying? This is just the Democrats being Democrats, liberals I should say, and you know what I would say to them? You know, leave me alone. That's you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below.